आजच्या या व्हिडिओमध्ये आपण AWT हिऱ्याची पाहणार आहोत. तर ॲडव्हान्स जावा प्रोग्रामिंग मध्ये AWT हिऱ्याची. तर AWT हिऱ्याची मध्ये कंपोनेंट इज प्रेझेंट ॲट द टॉप ऑफ AWT हिऱ्याची. देन कंटेनर इज अ सब क्लास ऑफ कंपोनेंट. देन कंटेनर having two subclasses window and panel. Window having again two subclasses frame and dialog, and panel having subclass that is a applet. Okay, so this is the AWT hierarchy we are going to see in detail. So let us see first of all component. Now component it is present at the top of AWT hierarchy. Now all the components like button, text field, scroll bar, etc. are known as the components. To have everything placed on screen to a particular position, we have to add them to a container. Okay, so text field, button, scroll bars, then label, then we can say checkbox. All these are the AWT components. We can say it is a component, and we are adding this component onto the frame. Now frame is a container. We are adding this component on applet. So applet is a container. Okay. Now let us see next point. Container. Now container is a subclass of component. Container is a subclass of component, and container here we can add in text field, button, checkbox. Now there are four types of container, that is window, frame, dialog and panel. These are the four types of container present. Here we should write one line. Container is a subclass of component. Don't forget, container is subclass of component class. Okay, and all the components we are adding on the container. Okay, now after the container there next part is the window. Now window is the instance of window class, has no border and no title, and by default layout for the window is a border layout. And window, for creating window we have to create frame or dialog. Okay, we cannot create directly window from the window class. We have to create the window by using the frame or dialog class. Okay, now after that next point, now we have seen the window. Now after that frame. Now frame is a subclass of window class, and it has title, border and menu. It can contain several components like button, text field, scroll bar, etc. Now mostly we are using the frame. It is when we are developing the applications, so frame is probably used. Okay, now frame is a subclass of window. Always remember, frame is a subclass of window. Now dialog is also subclass of window, but what is the difference between frame and dialog? So frame is used as top level window, but when we have to create dialog, so dialog is always the child class of the frame class. Okay, dialog class has also border and title. An instance of dialog class cannot exist without associated instance of frame class. Means until we create frame, we cannot create dialog. Until we create frame, we cannot create dialog. Now next part is the panel. Now panel is a subclass of container. Now panel does not contain title bar, menu bar, border. Okay, and it is a generic container for holding component. Now instance of panel class provides container to which add the component. Now panel and window. Now panel, and if you see frame, so frame having the title, border or menu bar, but panel does not have title bar, menu bar and border. Okay, but we are using the panel as a container. We are using the panel as a container. Now next is the applet. Now applet is a subclass of panel. Now applet is a small internet based program written in Java. Now we already see the applet in the previous semester. Now applet is running always inside the web browser, and for that we have to run inside the HTML program. Applet is always running inside the HTML program. So I hope that you understand all these points. So everybody should write this point and send me the notes. Okay, as early